Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we slam the brakes on confusion and take sharp turns into science without even touching the steering wheel. Today's techie question comes from one of our future forward viewers, Chloe G22. Thanks for the suggestion, Chloe. You asked, how do self-driving cars work? You've seen them creeping around test tracks, dodging traffic cones like ninjas in slow motion. But how does a car drive itself without crashing, panicking, or yelling at its GPS? Today we're taking a look under the hood of this next-gen ride and examining the sensors, systems, and smarts that enable a car to say, "I've got this." So throw your hands in the air, legally, responsibly. And let's cruise into the world of autonomous vehicles. Right here on Explaining Everything. First things first, a self-driving car sees the world way better than we do, and with less blinking. It uses a suite of sensors, including LiDAR, radar, ultrasonic sensors, and cameras to detect objects, measure distances, and build a 360-degree map of its surroundings in real time. LiDAR shoots out laser pulses to create detailed 3D maps. Radar bounces radio waves to track objects, even through fog or rain. Cameras capture lane markings, traffic lights, and that squirrel with no sense of self-preservation. Ultrasonic sensors. They help with super close stuff, like parking or avoiding that rogue shopping cart. Together, these sensors create a digital awareness bubble, like Spider-Man's Spidey sense, but with less spandex and more Wi-Fi. Without these, the car is Stevie Wonder trying to parallel park during a snowstorm. Not ideal. And while the car doesn't see like we do, it processes more visual data in a second than a human can in a full REM cycle. All those sensors, useless without a powerful brain to process the flood of information. Self-driving cars rely on AI-powered onboard computers to interpret data, make decisions, and plan safe routes, all in milliseconds. These systems identify pedestrians, read signs, measure speed limits, and figure out how to avoid getting T-boned by a guy on a scooter texting with his elbows. It's like having a very fast, very logical driver who never gets distracted, tired, or hangry. The AI uses something called machine learning. It trains on billions of driving scenarios so it can spot everything from stop signs to inflatable waving tube men. And the better it gets, the more it can handle weird, real-world stuff, like deer crossing, sudden detours, or aggressive seagulls. This isn't just one computer either. It's a whole network of processors, each handling different tasks like perception, prediction, and route planning. And no, it doesn't get road rage, though it might silently judge your playlist. Next up, how does it know where to go? Self-driving cars use super detailed high-definition maps, GPS, and real-time data to figure out their position, with accuracy down to a few centimeters. These maps include lane widths, curb heights, speed limits, and sometimes even potholes. Basically, Google Maps on performance-enhancing software. As it drives, the car constantly compares what it sees to what the map says, adjusting its route if anything looks off, like construction zones or someone's questionable parallel parking job. This means the car isn't just following the blue line. It's actively thinking, is this road still the road? Plus, it communicates with satellites, traffic databases, and sometimes other vehicles, like a group chat for cars, but without memes or drama. And when GPS fails, the car can fall back on visual markers and dead reckoning, which sounds scary, but is basically math's version of "I got this." Now here's the juicy bit. How does the car decide what to do? The system predicts what other vehicles, bikes, dogs, and confused tourists might do next, then makes driving decisions based on that data. If a ball rolls into the street, it anticipates a kid may follow. If a truck is swerving, it backs off like a cautious grandma. Smart! It constantly adjusts speed, braking, and steering, obeying traffic laws better than 87% of human drivers. It has to make decisions with multiple possible outcomes, and always choose the safest one, even if it means being the world's most polite, overly cautious robot. And yes, it's programmed to stop for pedestrians, even the jaywalking guy who's lost in both location and life. In emergencies, the system kicks in with fail-safes, like pulling over, alerting the company, or going into safe mode. The car's version of "I'm gonna sit this one out." Not all self-driving cars are created equal. There are levels to this robot chauffeur thing. The SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, defines 5 levels of autonomy. From level 0, you do everything, to level 5, you just nap in the back with snacks. Level 2 is what most self-driving cars today have. Think lane assist and adaptive cruise control, but you still need your hands on the wheel and your soul alert. Level 3 lets the car drive under certain conditions, but you may need to take over, kind of like when your friend says they can cook, but you still hover in the kitchen, just in case. Level 4 is fully autonomous in geofenced areas, like a robot cab that works in one zip code and refuses to leave the neighborhood. Level 5? No wheel, no pedals, no driver. Just seats, screens, and probably a karaoke machine. But we're not quite there yet. Level 5 is still science fiction with a beta test. So, how do self-driving cars work? With an all-star combo of sensors, high-powered AI, ridiculous mapping, and smarter decision-making than most of us on a Monday morning. It's the future of driving. Whether it's helping reduce accidents, easing traffic, or letting you finally eat tacos with both hands. Just remember, if a robot car gives you a ride, don't forget to thank the sensors on your way out. Because even without a driver, someone or something is still watching the road and probably doing a better job than Carl from accounting. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.